And I'll turn the time over to Brittany. Take it away.
All right. Hi, everybody. Thank you, Maddie. Thank you for having me, Michaels. This is always so fun to do live videos and workshops with Michaels because I get to meet a lot of you and I see a few names that I recognize. So it's so fun. Hi, Sarah. Hi. Hi, others. If you, I always love to hear where you're from because it shows how worldwide our love for crafting is. So please let me know where you're from or where you're joining in from. But today we are making our Advent Village. And this is honestly one of my favorite projects because it's adorable and it can be used for a few things, like you can line them up with all the numbers and put little treats in them or little gifts for your kids or just for yourself, or you can be used for decoration. Michelle is from Nashville. Hello, Michelle. Thanks for saying where you're from. Love to hear it. Massachusetts. And it can also be like a little gift box that you give to somebody or like a little cookie box for Christmas. So there's so many uses for it. And there's so many ways to customize it. You could customize the palette. Or you can, like for this one, we did like an all winter colors with blues and greens. I've also done like reds and greens. And I also think white would be really beautiful. So C. Johnson from Utah. Welcome, C. Johnson. We're neighbors, so that's so fun. Okay, so hopefully if you are doing it live with me, you have a Cricut machine. You will need, and actually can we pop up to the, let's see, join, nope, got it. Okay, yeah, if we could pop up there. Thank you, Maddie. Okay, so you can see I have my laptop here and I'll show you Design Space soon. I also have a cutting mat. I have a 12 by 12 piece of paper. I have my standard grip Cricut mat. Standard grip is pretty well standard for paper and cardstock, which this is a piece of cardstock. It's a light piece of cardstock. You could also use heavy. And then I've got my Cricut Maker. It can be an Explorer too. And then I have a little scraper, and right here is my scoring device and then my fine point blade. But you should also have a list of the materials on the Michaels page. And as a reminder, you can get all of these templates are free for Michaels, for anybody who's coming through from Michaels with our code Lars Village. So if you're not with Michaels, you have to pay for it. So that's a little tip. Shh, don't tell anybody. Okay, so what we are going to do is let's go back to computer view. And I'm gonna actually take it back. I'm going to do this so I can show you how to prep it. So I'm going to prep my project, but I'm not going to cut it out today because this takes 15 minutes to cut. And I think that would be rather boring just to see it happen. So I'm going to show you how to do it and then you can do it on your own. Hola from Mexico. Hola, Gabby. Okay, so we are going to put our paper on. And if it's not a brand new mat and it's pretty worn, here's a little tip. Take your scraper or like a credit card or something, and then you'll want to get it on there pretty well. And another tip is you can take like some washi tape and then hold it down on the corners. Okay, so now let's do screen share on my computer so I can show Design Space. Can I share my screen? Oh, there we go.
Yep.
Okay.
Should be able to hit that green share screen.
I share screen. Okay. Great.
It's working. Perfect.
Okay, great. Okay, so now you can see my screen. I already have it in my computer. And if you already have the templates, then you can go to upload and then put the SVG file that you got from us straight into your computer. And then once it's in, it'll take you to here. Now, the files that you receive do not have the score lines in them. So I added them in manually. That's if you have a Cricut scoring device. If you don't, I'm going to show you how to do it manually. You don't have to have it. It's just a nice little perk. So I'm going to show you how to do that. What you do is you come over to shapes. Here is the line. And the line, okay, here's my line. And you can see this is the type of line it is. It's already a score line. So I'm going to add my score line right here. You can see the little notch at the top, and that's where you're gonna want to have it folded. So I'm going to shift and turn it around so that it goes perfectly horizontal. And then I'm gonna add it right where that little niche is. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger so that it scores all the way across that little spot. Ah, perfect. Okay, can you see? So I'm gonna put it up a little bit. Nope, too much. Right there. And then you can go ahead and add them in. See, to put them right here. Anytime there's like a flap or at the bottom, even the little doors need a little score line here. So in between each side of the house and then the bottom, and then at the roof lines, but not on the sides of the houses, if that makes sense. So if you need to screenshot this screen, now's a good time to do that so you know where to add in your score lines. What you will also need to do is you will need to attach all of your score lines together. So that means this and this, you press shift to connect the score lines together and then you attach them. Oh, that was not it. Sorry, guys. Okay, so they should all be, there we go. Should all be attached now. Okay, and then that's when it'll be ready to go and make it. I'm doing day 19 on the screen. I did day 6 with my already cut one. We provided every single number for you, 1 through 25. But if you're just joining and you haven't been doing Advent, it's already December 6th, that's fine. You could do like the 12 days leading to Christmas. I think that would be a great way to start. Or you can save it for next year. So I'm going to make it. And then I'm going to stop. Let's see. Yeah, I'll still show you this. Okay. And then right here is when you can see all of the score lines. This is everything that you need. Okay, so now I am going to bring it back. I'm going to do the next page to show you my settings. Okay, I always like to do medium cardstock typically because you're guaranteed that the Cricut will cut through the heaviness of the paper. So now is when I would load my, I'm going to take it off of screen share now. And if we could put it back onto the phone, thank you. Okay, so this is when I would load it and have it start cutting. I'm going to pause it in 1 second so it won't be cutting the whole time so you can actually hear me. Michelle brought up a really good tip. I keep a roll of painter's tape nearby just for that purpose. Okay, so that's going back to putting tape on your mat. May I ask which Cricut you use, or do we need to use in order to? Yeah, I use a Cricut Maker. I just like that it can do have lots of capabilities. You can use an Explorer, or you can use, this is the first generation Maker. And there's newer ones now, but they should all work. They should all work from Explorer on. Okay, so that, we're gonna pretend like it's cutting. Okay, we're just gonna pause right there. Okay, what do you know, you guys? I cut it. It's 15 minutes later. Is there a way to print only black and white for all? I'm not, Leslie, I'm so sorry. I'm not understanding the question. Is there a way to print only black and white since it's cutting, unless I'm misunderstanding the question. So feel free to clarify. Okay, so now once you've scraped and weeded off this takes, because there's so many windows, you can see here, it takes a little bit of time to scrape off all the windows. And it's a good Netflix project, right? So you're scraping as you go. And now you have it off, you have it all off, it's clean, ready to go. I'm going to now manually add my score lines in if you don't have, so you can see how to do it without it. So I'm going to take my metal ruler, and I use a craft knife to do this because, or you can, if you do have a Cricut and you just want to manually do it, you can take it out and you can use this too. But I'm going to assume that you don't have one if you're manually doing it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my craft knife and lightly make an incision, not deep at all. You don't want to cut through it. You want to make sure that it's super light so that it just makes a nice folded line like that. Perfect. Okay, and then you'll come down here. You can kind of see the indications with the cut lines from the Cricut. So you're going to extend that line to the bottom corner. Do a couple of really light score lines. If I were to print the different ones using white paper, the buildings will come out different shape. That's true. I would like for all of them to be white with the outline black. I am actually, because it's an SVG file, I don't know if you can, how that would work. I've never tried to print an SVG file. I've only used SVG files to cut on Cricut. So I suppose you could probably save the SVG as a PDF, but I don't know how it would turn out. So that would, because these files were made specifically for Cricut. So I'm sorry, Leslie, I don't know the answer for that. Yeah. Okay, so there we go. And now it's time to do the flaps. There's a flap on the edge over here. You can see it's about less than 1/4 of an inch. So one right there. And then we'll do one at the bottom where all these triangles meet. So you can line up your metal ruler and then do your score line there. We're also going to do it at the base of the roof. And now these do take, if you're doing 25 of these, they're going to take a little bit of time. So it's a great group project. If you have some friends who want to come over and do it all together, I think that'd be really fun. Or again, I love doing projects while watching movies, maybe a Hallmark movie. Let's see, can we go there, so Mike to Google and find a way to do that. Okay. Has anybody watched any Christmas movies lately? Okay, I want to show you what not to do because I was so busy making my score lines that I scored this side. And you can see here, you don't need to score the side. So it won't be too much of a problem. You just don't need to do that. And then I'm gonna finish, did I already do that? Okay, now I'm gonna fold my lines. And one thing, these little sweet doors that open, you can do a little score line there. Just watched Holidays with Cameron Matheson and Jenny Garth. So cute. Oh, that's fun. I haven't heard of that one yet. I watched the Castle one with Brooke Shields on Netflix on the plane. I fell asleep, not because it wasn't great, but because I was exhausted and I would like to watch it again. It looks really beautiful. Okay, so now because those doors are folded, you can fold them out a little bit. Create that. And you can now fold the bottom. You want to be very ginger with these lines because you don't want to ruin the rest of the little vignettes at the bottom. We've got some sweet little candle windows. And I have my glue gun plugged in, or you can use a glue stick or like Elmer's glue or something like that. Okay, looks like you guys know quite a bit about how to do the print working with Leslie. So that's very helpful. Thanks, guys. Okay, I also see there's my ribbon didn't get cut out all the way, so I'm going to take that out. And this one also didn't cut out all the way. I'm going to take that out. Okay, Love Hard was really good on Netflix. Is that the one where about catfishing? I think that's the one. I think I started it. Yeah, that was it. Okay. I didn't get to finish it, but it did look pretty fun. Okay. Also, let's just talk about the holiday in general with Cameron Diaz. And it's not Hallmark, but it's forever a good one. Okay. Yeah, she gets catfished. Yep. Okay, so now you have your folded lines. And I'm going to start gluing. So you can see the tabs at the bottom are what you are going to glue. You can, I would just go ahead and fold it up to see how it works before you start gluing it. It's nice to understand the light paper engineering before you make something permanent. So you can see how it works here. I'm gonna hold it up. Can you see that? Okay. All right, so let me bring up my glue gun. Also, what's everyone doing for Christmas? Let me know. Okay, so now I'm going to add in my glue. Does it matter which Cricut machine is used in order to do this project? No, it does not matter which one you use. You can use, I am using my Cricut Maker. Close it. Oh, it doesn't say it on top. I'm using my Cricut Maker. You can see it here. Or you can use your Explorer. Okay, sorry, you should do both of them at the same time. Okay, you can see that. Both at the same time. And I want to hear, looks like it's even small enough for the Joy. I don't have a Joy. I'm not as familiar with the Joy, but it does have to be, it's going to cut out 12 inches wide. So if that can be, if somebody is familiar with that, let me know. I guess it's only, it's less than 6 inches tall. So yeah, if it can be done on a joy, awesome. I'm just not familiar. I think they could turn it long ways. Yeah. Yeah, these files could technically be used on a silhouette too, since they're SVG. Okay, so now let's bring this inside. Okay, now I'm gonna do the side flap. Okay. So you can see that it's taking shape. And this is the point where you would, if you're doing cookies, actually, let's turn it to my view, my computer view. Thank you. Okay, so now we have this, and this will, this is when you would add in your item. So if you're doing a gift box, you can put in a little bit of tissue. One thing that could be fun, which I did on a different set of houses that I made, I added in, actually, I'm going to do it right now because we have a little bit of time so I can show you. I added in a contrasting window color. And that was a good idea if you, first of all, like more color, but also if you want to make sure that nothing comes out of it. So I have a pink piece of paper right here. And this is an extra step, but if you're not doing too many of them, it's pretty fun. So what you can do is line up, just see, make it a square. See where it goes. And I'm going to cut off the extra. I want to fit inside without too much extra space. Mind you, this is an extra step. What about parchment paper? Michelle, I love that idea, because then you could put a little light in it and then it would show through. But here's what I mean, like with an, look how cute that is. You can really see, because of the contrast with the paper, you can really see it coming. So you'll need to line up the glue on the sides and then right down the middle. I'm just gonna guess on that, but I think it's about right there. Love that parchment idea. Oh, that's so cute. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and add it to each side. So this little, the little side is about, do I even dare guess? Yeah, so my question is for everybody, what do you intend to use this for? I want to know how you're using it, because I think there'll be a lot of fun answers. Maybe we can give ourselves some ideas. So I just added 2 strips of glue on the sides. And I'm going to add that in. And then you can pat it down with your scissors. Like that. Can you see that? Cute. I didn't do the number, so I'm going to add in a little square for the number. Like that. Cute. We'll shape it just to make sure. Mantle decor. That's what Michelle's doing. That'll be so cute. Are you putting candles in, Michelle? With your parchment idea, I think that'd be so stellar. Okay, you can see that. I'm gonna do 2 more sides. Okay, that looks good, but I'm gonna cut it down a little bit so that it doesn't go above the crease that we already made. Little electric tea lights is a great idea. Love the parchment. You could, yes, could work out string lights to go in the bottom. Cute. Yes, you could probably just to add string lights, you could probably just make this. Actually, I'm going to do it right now. You could just cut this a little bit bigger and have lights go through it. Or I guess you could cut a little hole down here if you wanted to. Both are really great ideas. I'm all of a sudden like inspired to make another set. This is my second set I've made this year. So this could be like a little way to put something in with your string lights, and then it'll be hidden if you have it go that way, right? And another question, color vellum. Oh, that's a beautiful idea. We have some, what's the plasticky see-through stuff? How come I'm drawing a blank? You know what I'm talking about? Is that vellum? I don't think that's vellum. Like that you use for lights and gifts and stuff. Anyway, I have a ton of that I think would be really pretty. Okay, acetate, thank you. Michelle, I feel like we're 2 peas in a pod. That's so fun. Okay. There's some pretty pattern vellums out there as well. That's true. I bet you could find it all at Michael's. Okay. All right. Look at that. And I'll do one more on the side so I have a complete one. I mean, disregard my hole now, right? Because, but just for finishing touches sake, we'll still finish it. It's actually like, I'm so stoked about this. What color combinations are you guys doing? Are you doing blues? Are you doing reds and greens? Are you doing classic whites? I've seen so many options, but I always love playing with color. I love finding a unique color palette. Oh, thank you, Leslie, for joining. So fun to have you. Remember, guys, this is recorded so you can refer back to it when you need to. Okay, so I'm going to add this in. Okay, so I covered my 6 there. And then I have 2 more 6s I need to cover. Okay, 6. Okay. I think we'll just leave it there for right now. So now, depending on what you're using it for, you could either just glue it straight up if you're using it and you don't need to access it. Let's say you cut another hole for your tea light and you wanted to keep it just without any holes. Or if you're using it for a gift box, or you want to be able to access it, add in a hole punch at the top. If you want it exact, you could either measure it. Let's see. Measure and get like the exact center. So this is about 3 1/4. So what I would do is I would do about right here. Okay. And now, or you could just eyeball it. Depends on how perfect you want it lined up. Make sure that they're close together. Okay, so I have my hole punch, and I love to do a rickrack ribbon because it's unexpected, it's whimsical, but you can use whatever ribbon you want that goes through and fits your color palette and style. I found this all at Michael's. They have so many cute accessories. All right, so let's turn it into a bow. Okay, now I have my little village. Okay, so I would love to answer any questions you have, or if you need me, it looks like we have a little bit of time that we could actually start cutting it if that would be helpful to see. I'm happy to answer any questions that you have about this. I want to make sure that you have a very smooth experience. And if this is your first time using a Cricut machine, again, happy to answer some Cricut questions. Or if you're having trouble putting it together, let me know. Let's see, so these are random. So I have 8, 17, 9, 13, and 6. So they're just a little smattering of numbers. And these are from where can we find you online? Thank you, Maddie. So if you want to see more projects that I do, you can go to thehousethatlarsbuilt.com. I'm in my studio right now, and there's a team of us. So I have, there's Jane and Jenny and Sophie and Carrie, and we make so many projects for you. So we are always doing lots of fun Cricut projects, but we're also doing lots of everything. And we love working with Michael's because they're so fun and they are so good at spotlighting makers. And so it's been such a privilege to be able to work with them a lot. So we have our blog, thehousethatlarsbuilt.com. We also have our shop, which is where you found the templates, shop.thehousethatlarsbuilt.com. Instagram, we're always putting inspiration on Instagram, and we're doing lots of fun. We just finished a craft along where we painted, I don't know if you can see this back here. Let me show you this nativity set. Here's the angel we did. Can you see the angels? So they're made from wood finials, and we painted them, and it was so fun. We got to craft with some celebrities like Amanda Seyfried, and it was so fun. Like people who love to craft is what we got to do. So it was so fun. And actually, let me show you the wise man because he's my favorite. Look at the wise man. So good. They're pretty large and substantial too. So if you're looking for some really heirloom type projects, which this Advent is too, you could trash it if you want, or you could, and I'm keeping it. I have mine in my Christmas. I have, like I said, I made 2 sets, so I'm going to keep one for next year. Thank you, C. Johnson. They are fabulous. I agree. I think actually, look at this. I'll bring them up so you can see them a little bit closer up. We also did another Christmas project with Michael's this year for Christmas ornaments, which we did a class a couple months ago. So you can find that on michaels.com/online classes as well. And those were like really beautiful. We took like the base of an ornament was a plastic ornament, and then we added paint insides to customize the color. And then we added some wood beads and some accordion honeycomb decorations to go with it. So it was like a stacked ornament. It's really cool. So, and Maddie just put the link to it. So that one's really fun to do if you're looking to make an ornament. These would actually be super cute as ornaments, which actually we have some pictures of them as ornaments, like a little village tree. So cute. Add in some snow. You could add, instead of a bow, you could add in like a little hook instead. I think that would be a fun take on it. So there's lots of things you can do with this, and we're constantly showing different ways to make help you feel Christmas. Get into the festive spirit a little bit more. Are there any other questions? Would love to answer them. I'm also trying to see, while we're here, while I've got your attention, you can see, here's the shepherd. Might as well show you all my little characters. The shepherd, little baby Jesus, and then another wise man. Here's another wise man. And another wise man. And we made some wrapping paper, which you can find in our shop too. Some really great stripes and great colors. So we have this green and pink. I feel like I'm turning into Vanna White right now by showing you all the things we have. But I don't know, I love Christmas. I love making for Christmas, and I feel like you are my kindred spirit if you were here right now, because you are also making for Christmas. So yeah, but I'm always happy to answer your questions. DM me, email me, follow along. Happy to give you ideas. Can't wait to see how they turn out. If you do make the full set, please share with us how they turn out. Tag us with either Lars Makes or Holidays with Lars. And I would love to. Thank you, C. Johnson. So fun to have you. Yeah, great.
Thank you so much, Brittany. Can you shout out one more time what your handle is so people can find you online?
Yeah, House Lars Built. Let me add that in. House Lars Built. Yeah, follow along, DM me, talk to me. Happy, and or get on our newsletter. If you're on our newsletter, you can email me directly there. So yeah, thank you, everybody.
Perfect. Thank you all so much for coming today. And don't forget, you can watch the recording of this on our Michael's Stores YouTube channel tomorrow. Thank you so much, Brittany.
Thanks, everybody. Bye.